Wake up, Jacksonville. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for tuning into your local newscast for Tuesday, February 24th. Former Jacksonville Mayor Lenny Curry is denying accusations his lobbying firm was behind a smear campaign against JEA Chief Executive Officer Vicky Cavey. Mayor Donna Deegan alleges allies of Ballard Partners targeted Cavey after JEA declined to renew the firm's contract. Curry told WJCT that Deegan lied, and he denied any contact with Cavey or pressure on the utility. The dispute follows public claims from City Council President Kevin Carrico and a former JEA executive alleging racism and a toxic culture. Cavey and JEA's board chair reject those claims. The clash adds new tension around leadership at the city-owned utility. Read more about this in the Jacksonville Daily Record. 7 private schools across Florida are suing Step Up for Students, the Jacksonville nonprofit that manages about 500,000 school vouchers. The schools say payment problems over the past 5 years have cost each campus between $500,000 and $1 million in unpaid scholarships and related expenses. Their attorney says the goal is to, quote, reform and improve the program. Step Up disputes the claims and says they're aimed at changing policy. Recent audits found accounting problems and delayed payments as lawmakers debate fixes to the fast-growing voucher system. Read more about this at Jacksonville Today. The Jacksonville Planning Commission has approved a plan to turn a former Ramada Hotel in Bay Meadows into housing for veterans. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation received a zoning exception and administrative deviation in a unanimous vote, clearing the way to convert the 146-room hotel on Bay Meadows Road into 145 apartment units, plus up to 20 standalone homes. The nonprofit says it will complete a major renovation, adding kitchens, bathrooms, and community spaces. Construction could begin this summer and wrap up by late 2027. Foundation leaders said, quote, "This is not a shelter." Read more about this in the Daily Record. As downtown Jacksonville approaches 10,000 residents and billions of dollars in new development, one new business leader says the city also needs to invest in people. Rhonda Snipe, the new owner of Dale Carnegie North Florida, argues Jacksonville must build a stronger leadership pipeline to keep pace with growth and compete with cities like Atlanta and Charlotte. She's focused on reconnecting retiring executives with emerging managers, expanding mentorship programs, and boosting leadership training. Snipe says, quote, "Employees don't quit companies, they quit managers," calling retention critical to sustaining momentum. Read more about this in the Jacksonville Business Journal. And the Jacksonville Transportation Authority is asking residents and business owners to weigh in on the next phase of its driverless shuttle system. A series of town halls begins tomorrow to discuss plans for Phase 2 of the Ultimate Urban Circulator, or U2C. That phase would convert the existing 2.5-mile Skyway into an elevated roadway for new autonomous vehicles and expand service on both sides of the St. Johns River. The project is estimated at about $300 million, partly funded by a local gas tax extension. No construction date is set. Read more about this at Jacksonville Today. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeupjacks.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at wakeupjacksfl. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Jacksonville.